do you think we will see a coaches division kind of get into the UFC Hall of Fame? And do you think you're the guy that's on that list? Because I mean, if there's anybody, I think you got to be one of the gentlemen on there, right?
I hope they do this before some coach pass away.
Hernandez here, MLH Media. We are over here at Elite Team Visalia, and I'm here with the man himself, Master Rafael Cordeiro. An absolute pleasure to get to speak with you again today. How you doing, my man? Back in the 559 once again.
I'm good. Thank for asking. I just came from Huntington Beach, 4 hours and a half travel, and we have a good seminar, perfect seminar with my people. Super excited to be here. It's really nice to talk with you again.
No, it's awesome pleasure to get to speak with you again. When Darren Crisp asks, hey, you got to come speak to Master Cordeiro, you know I got to come do it, man. But getting to speak to you a little bit, man, you spoke about how you've gone to work with lots of champions over the years. Most recently, Merab kind of joining that club. You obviously got to see Wanderlei most recently get inducted to the UFC Hall of Fame. How has that been just over the years, getting to kind of accumulate these guys into your resume? And now, I mean, it seems the future is even brighter going forward, right?
Yeah, it's true. Mirab is a good friend of us. He spent some time in the gym. Maybe last year he spent some time in the gym. What a great guy. What a great champ. He trained in Las Vegas, but he's a good friend of us, the Georgian community. We are a good friend of Georgian community. We talk about Wanderlei, new Hall of Fame. Kelvin Gastelum Hall of Fame as well. Anderson Silva Hall of Fame. Shogun Rua Hall of Fame. So we have a bunch of people that we trained for a long, long time, and I'm glad and a pleasure to have this guy in my resume as my students. Some of them from white belt to world champion, and prove that the work you put inside the mat can equal all over the world. So everything that we do inside the mat can reflect all over the world. And look at now, after all those years, we still make kind of champs, you know, there's no more belts. Now evolves something bigger than belts. It's a Hall of Fame, and I'm glad at some point to help these guys in their career.
Speaking a little bit about champions that you've gone to work with, I mean, I would be remiss if I didn't bring up Mike Tyson. You got to work with them most recently for the upcoming camp. How is that in the lead up to not only, I mean, such a big event over there at AT&T Stadium, but then also on top of that, Mike had quite the lead up into it. You know, he had a lot of trials and tribulations. You as his coach, you as his corner. Can you kind of guide the fans through what were some of your words to Mike in those moments? And obviously leading into the fight, it was a pretty big event.
Mike has a lot of experience, so he's a dog. He's not a dog. What I saw in the gym was phenomenal. I saw a guy with 58 years old, training every day, 3 times a day, doing his best for 1 year. He trained 1 year. So he had injury before, and then he stopped for 1 month, and then he back trained. So we have to push the fight a little bit forward. And man, what I can say, Mike's such a phenomenal fighter, phenomenal person as well. People just look at Mike Tyson, the guy from TV inside the ring, but outside the ring is a gentleman. He helped everybody next to him. He, you know, always there for them. One of the best friends that I have, and the time that I spent in Vegas was great to connect with him. And I think the life put us together at some point. You know, I have my history in Brazil. Imagine a guy come from Brazil, and one day he become a Mike Tyson coach and changed my life in a lot of aspects. Not just inside the gym, but outside. More people know me today because Mike Tyson. More people know my job. Not just MMA community, but the box community. The people, they just like Mike Tyson. They know me too. So this has changed my life. And I'm going to be always thankful to Mike as a brother for another mother. And I see a tough guy, a tough dude, trained hard over a lot of injuries. He never quit. He never give up. He never thought about, okay, I don't want to fight this guy. He never thought have this kind of thought. And I can say, Mike, he deserves everything that he has in his life.
Just a couple of last questions for you. And by the way, that was absolutely beautiful, speaking about the champ Mike Tyson and obviously all of his accomplishments over this time. The last time getting to speak to you, I got to ask you, your 5 hardest hitting fighters that you've ever gotten to work with. I mean, obviously, you just listed a whole plethora of names that have just gotten into the UFC Hall of Fame. When do you think we will see a coaches division kind of get into the UFC Hall of Fame? And do you think you're the guy that's on that list? Because I mean, if there's anybody, I think you got to be one of the gentlemen on there, right?
I hope they do this before some coach pass away. Yeah, it's true, man, because most of these guys have a recognized just when they pass. You know, if these fighters have the status of stars, then they have the begin, they have the coach, they have the professor. I like to say professors, no coach. I like to say professors because coach, you can pay somebody to train you for 2 months. After then, thank you. I see you next camp. But professors, they always gonna be with you from January to January, Monday to Monday. It doesn't matter if you have a fight or not. The professor gonna be there with you to help you up, to make you doing better and better every single day. This is different between coach and professor. I'm professor. I train with people. I train people, and I don't know if you're gonna be champion or not, but I wanna train him as a champ. So I have no difference between my white belts and my UFC champs. I treat them exactly the same way. Yeah, and I don't care because for me, they are all students. If one day I start treat people as a fighter, maybe it's not for me. I cannot treat people like a fighter. I have to treat people as a student. As why? Because the mat has the rules, and the rules come from discipline, respect. Be there for your partners. Be there for your teammates. There's a lot of things involved, and MMA is too much individual. Martial arts is a family, is infinite.
Man, you are coming with the gems today, Professor Cordeiro. That was absolutely amazing way to go ahead and end this one off. And go enjoy the sequoias, my man. Go enjoy those beautiful trees. Michael Hernandez, MLH Media, signing out over here in Visalia, California, with the man himself, a possible future UFC Hall of Famer, Mr. Rafael Cordeiro. Master Rafael Cordeiro. Thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.